Hello everyone, this is Dan here with yet another Minecraft showcase slash tutorial. This time I've built a snowball farm, and I've tried and make sure that it's really efficient. It produces 18 snowballs per second and equally wastes iron shovels at around the same rate, so do be careful about that. And if you're building this, you should probably think about getting an iron trench built yourself to provide the iron required for the shovels. But anyway, this was built together joint build between me, Cabo, and Panda. We kind of did this because we needed an insane amount of snowballs for one of our more interesting projects, let's say. That took quite a bit of time, and so this was just built in addition to that, just to provide the snowballs in survival. But yeah, it turned out pretty awesome, I'd say, so I thought I'd get out a tutorial for it by itself. In here, as you can see, there's enough space in between to aim at the blocks with the shovel. Over here, there's the dropper providing you with extra shovels that go from the chest over there down below. Because of the redstoning done here, there is never going to be a time when there isn't a shovel available. So if you turn this on, it'll dispense a shovel into here. And with that shovel be a bit more, and there should be a shovel. Oh, game mode 0. Right. Otherwise, I just pick it up. Anyway, it dispenses a shovel, and you can pick it up and use it at any time. And roughly, like, a tick or so before it dispenses the next one, it sucks in the old one. So, if you haven't used it, it still returns back, so there's never like an insane amount of shovels just lying around there. But it also means that there's always a shovel ready for you to be used. So you just go here, you turn it on, you aim here, and making sure that you get both of them, you just shovel away at it, and it gives you, as I said, something like 18 snowballs per second. It's, as I said, the same, like an insane amount of shovel use as well. As you can see, there's my shovel durability going down at an insane speed there. But yeah, I won't continue doing that. As you saw, it works. /time set 0. Oh, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Game mode 1. There we go. And over here is just a simple collection system that I kind of made using zip crowds. I'm not actually sure who came up with it, with the 2 chests and the hoppers at the side to make sure that the items flow fast enough. But I just added a return stream here because there isn't really enough hoppers along to pick up the stream of items that pass through. So the snowballs just keep going, and any that haven't gone into a hopper will just return back and keep on trying until all of them go in. And they all have 5 minutes until they despawn, so they should all be able to go in. In here is just a simple selection so that if once this chest, the very last one, gets to almost full, it just stops the system, so the system doesn't keep wasting shovels as you produce snowballs, which won't go anywhere. But yeah, that's about it. So now let's go into the actual building part. Remember that when you're building, you want to make sure that the snowball or the snowman will actually provide snow. So make sure you're in the correct biome. And don't build this in a biome where water freezes, because otherwise the item collection here would not work exactly. And unfortunately, you can't replace the bottom here where the snowballs fall with hoppers, because there's only 4 spaces for the hoppers, and 4 hoppers won't be enough for the amount of snowballs that you're producing here. Right. Now let us go into the tutorial portion of this video. So you're going to need some iron blocks, you're going to need some ice. I use glass, but you can use really whatever you want. Then you're going to need a sticky piston, some redstone repeaters, some comparators, and let's start with that for now. So let me just extend it to here. And starting right there, you want a 2x2 blocks of ice, and that's where the items will fall. Then just extend one of the sides, which will be the exit. Then increase these ones up like that, and just provide the exit so the water can flow. Get yourself some water and pour it right into this corner here, so all the items that fall in will just flow out. Then going off to this side here, really you can pick any side you want. I believe you can. Actually just use this side since it works, and yeah. Put blocks of iron like so, then extend this one up like so. Put in 2 more blocks and a redstone repeater into it. Blocks up and just right over like that. With comparator, block, redstone. This is the ethos hopper timer system, and we'll put the rest in later. Break this one and put it down at the bottom so you can put redstone dust into there, and close it off like that. Put it off to the side here, a redstone repeater going out, blocks of iron going like so, and 3 more. Redstone repeaters into all of them, and a redstone connection going like that. Make sure they're all on the default 1 tick, because otherwise things could get messed up. Then you're gonna need a dispenser. I said a dispenser, a dropper, some hoppers. And while we have hoppers, let's put in the 2 required here. And a dropper up, dispenser down at the side like so. Hopper in, going off to the side like that. Alright, now close off these sides. You can probably just close off like that. Yeah, that's good. Then get yourself some half slabs and put them up like that, and just a block of iron up there. Then this side is more or less done, so we can close that off. We can put in a bit more here and close this side off as well. Then get some, actually half slabs, yeah, 1, 2, 3, and you can actually half slab it or use glass if you want. Doesn't really matter. Block of iron there and a switch. What this means is that when the switch is turned on, this one is turned on, meaning that the hopper timer is stopped. When this is in its off state, the hopper timer continues cycling, so it keeps working. Let's see. Yep, that's good. So let's close off this portion here, like that. And that's basically where the door is going to be, so let's put in some floors and close that off. A bit more floors along here. Break that one here, break that, and put a hopper in. And we can now put in the storage system for... wonder why I keep doing that. Into the chest, 2 chests there, and a hopper in, just to provide us with a double, get that chest away, just to provide a 2 double chests worth of space for our shovels. So close that off, and here we go to the actual part where the snowman is going to be. So remember that these ones, when they're turned on, will actually be pushed out into here. So what we need is 2 soul sand. And apparently, yes, it does have to be soul sand, so put it right on top of there. Then some fences, you can use another brick or regular, it doesn't really matter. And 1, 2, 3. And 2 more like that. And now let's spawn in our snow golem. So we want snow and a pumpkin. Just right there, spawn it in, and rain. I think it's rain. Clear. Weather? Weather clear? Maybe? Did it die here as well? No. Am I in a different biome? No. Alright, let's try that again and see if it dies again. No. Alright, so apparently it really was the rain. Oh well. Strange. Never really had that happen, didn't know it can happen. Right, so push them away until you can place a block right into there. You may have to kind of try it from different sides. There we go. Yeah, good. So this is what you want it to be. You can kind of push him in a bit so that he's in the center if you really feel like it. Doesn't really matter. This part is just aesthetics, just to make sure he's roughly in the center. Realistically, he'll always be creating these ones. So if you go down here and make these, there's the snow being created. And now just close that off, close these off, provide a wall here. You can close that off or use glass or whatever, up to you really. And more or less by now this is done. So just stick around until I tell you how many items to put into the hoppers and put in the block of redstone into here. And all you need is 12, so 15, 12. There we go, 12 items into the hoppers. And this is basically it. So this by itself is the snow farm. Or snowball farm, I guess. Alright, put in a door here. Make sure it's facing this way. What it'll do is it'll prevent the shovels from kind of flying out into here. So when you're harvesting, make sure you close the door. Lastly, let's do this. So you can actually stop the video here if you have your own storage system, or you can follow me to get this one. It's really not at all that hard, but yeah. So we'll be using ice and once again glass for now, and half slabs. Yes, I do have half slabs. Good. So put that in, half slab here, and now let's just do the circle. How big of a circle did I make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 in between. Alright, we'll do the same. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's 7 blocks in between the side ones, just in case. Then get that up, close this part of it, close this part of it. Not sure how much you need to close here, but that should be enough. Then we need Enderman chests, and they do have to be Enderman chests, in case you're wondering and don't know that yet. So there they go. Then we get some cobblestone walls, and just layer them across up until there. Let's get the water. So you want it to start from there, close off one side so it flows. Put that in the next one, put this one in here, and provide it more like that. Good. And it does need to be here because sometimes if this block is right here, the items can get stuck in there, and it's annoying. Times it's 0. And finally, we provide the actual hoppers into chests. So we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we get some trap chests and regular chests, and just connect them in. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So now we just repeat, alternating between trap chests and regular chests. Like so, and just a standard hopper down system in between the chests. Finally, if you wanted to go from here into somewhere else, just put in hoppers down below here, which can then pick up the snowballs from these chests and go into dispensers or wherever you're using the snowballs for. I highly doubt you need this many chests of snowballs for anything but dispensing them into something or another. Anyway, that's what we're using it for, so just an example there. What you want is a redstone comparator, a redstone torch, and some dust. Redstone comparator out of this chest, block of iron, block of iron, block of iron. Doesn't have to be iron. Actually, forget I said anything. It does need to be half slabs, because otherwise the hoppers won't work. And then just extend it into here, like so. I do believe that it doesn't stop anything, right? Yeah. So that's good, and it should be somewhere here. So what this means is that the... actually leave that off. Once the chest is nearing completion, this signal will be sent out into here, which will get turn off that torch, which will turn off the signal coming out of it, being led into here, one too far, right alongside there, and into here. So we take that signal from here, bring it all the way out to somewhere like here, put another block, put a redstone torch, remove these, actually you don't need them, yeah, and just 1, 2, provide a repeater in, and redstone dust. Right, move that one further closer, there we go. What that means is that up until this chest is almost filled up, the system will not be turned off by this redstone line, but once the chest is almost finished, the redstone line will turn off here, turning on this torch, which will provide power here, and which will act the same as if in here you turned on this switch. It's just, you know, two ways into here. As you see here, this is the hold up, so this signal lets the dropper and the dispenser up there. Actually, you know what? If you've stuck with me up until now and didn't finish the video early, you will know that you can use a dropper instead of a dispenser, because you really don't need a dispenser. I have no idea why I thought I had to put in a dispenser. Anyway, so what this means is that, just to go down here and a bit of an explanation, is that when this is turned on, this is on, which means that the items from these hoppers don't go forward and nothing really happens to here. Then it turns off, which means items from here get picked up. If there's an item above, it picks it up before the hopper line sends in the next shovel, so it just fills in a slot that was already open. And then power is turned on, which means that nothing happens to these, they just stop, and another shovel is dispensed from the dropper mini elevator and the dropper up above. And that's basically it, really. You are done, and you can now produce snowballs to your heart's content. So yeah, what was it? I did say it was 18 snowballs per second, which is quite a lot. So you just go here, you keep that turned on. Right, when you're doing this, make sure that all of your inventory space is filled up, because otherwise you will just keep picking up the shovels. If all of your inventory is empty, or sorry, is full except for the iron shovel in the first slot, once that is used, you will automatically pick up the shovel from here and just keep on shoveling. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll be seeing you sometime later. This is Dan, signing off. See you guys.